Yeah, hi.
That's good. I like it.
That's it, man. I'm ready. I don't got anything more to tell you that you don't already know. We're 0-0, and the guys are working hard, and we're looking forward to opening day. There you go. There's my opening statement. I don't have much else. It's pretty cut and dry.
As much success as you've had through the years, how do you approach the beginning of the season knowing you're going to probably have a heck of a season, but you know you got to start from the beginning again?
Well, and I appreciate that because if you know anything about this team, there's a lot of game experience that we have coming back, in not only the senior class and junior class, but the sophomore class. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm just trying to stay out of the way, in all honesty, because the pitchers are spot on at this point, and it's time to play somebody else in a different uniform. We get a little sick and tired of playing the green and gold every day.
Just having that leadership come back, does it make it easier for you each year, or is it something that you have to reteach, or just go back to basics?
The longer that you're in one place, then the senior class and the junior class can start teaching the freshmen and the sophomores how it is. So it's not difficult sometimes to have those values passed down quickly instead of having to indoctrinate a whole group for a 2-year period. So, it's nice. Consistency's nice. What we do here has been grasped by a lot of the players, and so it makes it a lot easier to come to work every day. Absolutely.
Coach, you've always been a humble guy, but to be just a few wins away from a milestone 900 wins, do you think about it? Do you hope for anything in particular? I mean, what is it like going into?
Well, if you think about it, there's a bunch of games that nobody recognizes either. Those games we didn't win but played well in, and then there's the 9,000 practices, that go along with that. If you know me, and I think a lot of people do, is that I can't wait for 2 o'clock today. I know that February 8th and the beyond parts of the NCAA statistics take care of themselves, but to me, it's going out, and I'm still looking for that perfect practice that we try to attain, and I haven't had it yet, but I'm hoping by the time I'm done, whenever they decide that I get that perfect practice. But I think those are the things that make those W's come about is the work hard and practice. And I don't think about it, and I'll be honest with you, sometimes it's a burden when you get to talk about it because it takes away from what we're trying to do that day, because people put the milestones out there. But when they happen, and I get it. And, it's nice to celebrate it with your university because they've all been at one place, and that's rare too. But it says a lot about the teams from 1997 all the way through 2017 and beyond. And they're all part of that type of stuff, and they all share in those type of things. And I've been fortunate, to be in one place in a long time, and all these type of things that we start talking about after how many years at one place, it's just because of longevity. I could have decided to go into banking. I could have decided to, go fishing for a life. I don't know, but it just, the way things happen, it's nice. And to be successful, it's because of the people that we've had.
In view of that pitching depth, have you determined who's going to get the ball in the circle opening day?
Got 6 options right now, and they're all pretty good options. That's the only reason I'm not sleeping right now. I feel pretty good at all the positions that we have and what we've done, but right now I think what we're going to do is probably just like everybody else in every other sport is continue to take a look at how Illinois State is, how I think our next game is Georgia State, and then Michigan, UAB, and Florida. I'm going to see how our guys match up against their lineups and what their experience is, and righty-lefties, percentages, et cetera, and how our guys can keep people off base, where we're at in the first to third inning, where we're at 4 through 6, and then 7. So, Joe, we got some pretty good options. We got 6 guys that can start. We got 6 guys that can go middle, and we got 6 guys that can kill it. So, feeling pretty good about that right now.
How's Mia Fung towards you?
She's her leg. Mia Fung's great. First of all, her leg. It's incredible that you see when I was growing up, which was like in 19 blah, blah, blah. But when I was growing up, a guy would get an ACL and he'd have a railroad track that was a mile long on his leg from his shin all the way up to his thigh, and it was about 2 years. And so the way the medicine is now, the medical procedures, et cetera, she's pretty close to 100% right now. I mean, she went and caught 3 innings last week, back-to-back days behind the plate with no ramifications the next day, and she's running full speed and hitting shots. So, I would expect to see her in the lineup on opening day, and probably going to take a couple of days of break when she tells me she needs it, but You know, she's the type of player that's makes an impact in the lineup right away.
What is it, a right or left?
I don't know. She got two of them, so I'm going to go 50-50 here. I'm going to say right.
I'll take
So
it.
yeah. But in all honesty, she's worked so hard at it. You know, you would have to ask me that question right now. I'm worried about practice at 2 o'clock, and you ask me right or left leg. So, but no, she's good, and I hope you guys get to see her run around a little bit today. So she's still PO'd that she has to wear a brace on there, but other than that, you should see her run without it. She's pretty swift right now.
What about your team speed in general? You lost your top base stealer.
Well, not only did we lose our top base stealer, but we lost the fastest kid that's ever put a uniform on at USF, and you know she's one of the fastest kids in the pro leagues, if not the fastest kid. So, to try to say that we're going to get somebody back equal of her speed in their freshman year is kind of tough. But you take a look at Donovan, you take a look at Fung. Anna Bruni is pretty quick, and Anna might be a step, maybe a second, 0.2 seconds behind Wyckoff. So we're okay in that respect, and we picked up a young lady, a freshman, Jasmine Haynes, that runs pretty well. So I don't think the loss of Wyckoff's speed is going to make a difference, and we need to establish her leadership stuff in the outfield right away, and I think we're okay with Donovan and Bruni. So we're in good shape.
Speaking of the freshmen, who have stood out in their first preseason camp?
What freshman has stood out in their first preseason camp? That's a great question. You know, they're all doing pretty good, but we've got two young ladies that are in the circle, and Miriam Schmoll and Georgina Korick. And Georgina has international experience. You know, she's been in the world stage before at the World Championships in Surrey 2016, and she'll be in Tokyo, Japan this summer with the Great Britain national team. So there's a guy I think you should keep an eye on. She's pretty special.
And you give the credit to the girls through the years. You've been here for quite a while now, obviously, with the wins. What has been the common denominator with the teams that you've had? I mean, there's got to be something special because the girls come and go, you know, every 4 years or so.
So you've goosebumped me twice on questions. So you know this is a good one, and it's about recruiting good people, coachable people, people that bring their family values here. And you know, it's the old adage: you could always tell the winners and losers at the starting gate, and it's the truth. In the first week, 2 weeks, you know what you have, who's going to buy in, who's going to bring their values with you, and then keep it for 4 years. You know, it's not just on the field stuff; it's off the field stuff. And you know, we're very proud of the fact that we're 100% graduation rate. We're very proud of the fact that our GSR is up in the upper 90s, 100%. We're very proud of the fact that our APR, our retention rate's 100%, even when you're carrying 24, 25 players. So we're doing something right here, but in all honesty, when we say we're doing something right, it's got to be good on the other side, and that's the people. And so we've been very fortunate. We've gotten great student athletes that we've recruited.
Coach, what kind of expectations do you have for Bethany Keene this year?
To come out to practice today and give me 100% effort, and then tomorrow we'll worry about tomorrow. So I think, you know, the one word that'll get you in trouble all the time is the expectations part of expecting things to happen. We talk about this all the time: is that if you don't believe anything you read. Matter of fact, don't read, because you're gonna pollute your brain with a lot of things that other people think, and all you got to worry about is yourself. So BK, we're expecting, like everybody else on our team, gives 100% effort. Continue to grow up as you go through this process. Remember, guys, we're working with 18 to 22-year-old kids. It's just like the minor leagues in baseball. You know, we're still player developing people and players to go on to the next level. And I've been fortunate enough to make sure that our guys understand that. You know, and championships will happen along the way. Scoreboard will win by itself. You know, we just got to take care of stuff, you know, between the lines.
How's preseason camp going? What impresses you about the team so far?
Preseason camp is going great, actually. I'm impressed with our communication so far. We've really focused on team dynamics this year, and I think it's showing on the field. We trust each other, we know who's going to be where, and I think that's what's going to ride us through the season the best.
Just being a senior on this team, you know, what's your leadership role among the younger players?
Being a senior is just about teaching, having them be open-minded and learn and be willing to be coachable, I think, is the biggest thing. Like I said, we focus on team dynamics, so we want, like Coach has said, we want good people. And I think having everyone have an open mind and wanting to communicate and wanting to be a part of this every single day is the biggest thing that we try to teach.
You guys have faced a lot of live pitching pretty much right away this preseason. How impressed have you been with all 6 pitchers, and what do you think they can do this year?
I'm very excited about our pitching staff this year. I believe we have a lot of depth. We have a lot of movement. They're all different in their unique ways, and I think with how Coach knows how to move them around and who to throw against who, I think we have a lot of talent. And I think we're ready.
How does Mia Fung look to you?
Mia looks great. I'm excited for her. She's excited. I know she has days where she's annoyed or frustrated at herself, but I think she's coming along really well, and she'll be better back than ever.
She had a lot of pop in her bat before she got hurt. Do you still recognize that power?
Yeah, she hasn't skipped a beat on that.
Talk about Coach a little bit. Coming up on a milestone, you guys are all aware of all that stuff, but it's been here quite a while. It means a lot to this university, to the game. What has it been like to be around him for a while now, for you at least?
He's a very smart man. I think he knows the game better than anyone I've ever met. To be able to play for him is something truly special. 4 years, I can't believe it's already gone by and that it's coming to an end, but I don't think I can really say how much I appreciate him and everything he's done through the good and the bad.
Can you remember the time when you first met him, when he was trying to get you here and things like that, just briefly? Just what was that moment like?
Yeah, he's definitely trying to sell me to come to USF, but when I get here, I noticed that his word is true. He talks about his program and the importance of the people in it, and it definitely shows with who we have on our team.
You're born and raised in Connecticut?
Yes, sir.
You're a Patriots fan?
I'm not.
Who's your root
For the Super Bowl?
for? I mean, in general.
My dad's from Pittsburgh, so I'm a Steelers fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just curious.